If you've been living under a rock recently, you've probably missed Elon Musk revealing Tesla's new Gigapress casting machines. These will be used in the production of the Cybertruck and will allow Tesla to make entire sections of the vehicle in one piece. This is a revolutionary step forward for electric car manufacturing, and it shows just how far ahead of the curve Tesla really is. Let's take a look at why this is such a big deal and what it says about the future of Tesla as a whole. This is our channel. Don't forget to share your ideas in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any interesting episodes. It seems that every time Elon Musk does an interview or makes a presentation, there's some new groundbreaking revelation he unveils to the world. This time it was during Tesla's Battery Day event, when Elon finally revealed the new Tesla Gigafactory casting machine live onto the internet for everyone to see. We had seen renderings and computer animations before, but this was the real deal. The Gigapress looks like a giant mechanical spider with many jointed legs and arms that unfold from its central body. It's definitely a creepy-looking machine, but it's only the beginning of what's going to happen next. Once the press is unfolded into its full working position, it looks kind of like a crab claw or something out of the Alien franchise. But again, that's nothing compared to what's coming next. As the camera panned away, we could see that the Gigapress was sitting in front of a large opening, where two large metal plates were being lowered into view. One thing that we didn't notice at first was that these plates weren't just sitting on top of each other. They were fitted together like puzzle pieces, interlocking to form one continuous surface. The second we realized what was happening, the camera panned back in to reveal that both plates were now covered in a layer of molten aluminum. The robot arm then began pushing the two plates apart slowly and steadily, forcing the liquid metal to flow between the seams. The result was absolutely mesmerizing. A giant slab of aluminum had just been formed into the shape of an arrowhead. If that wasn't impressive enough, Elon went on to explain exactly why this process is so important to the future of Tesla. So how does this work? You can actually break down the process into 3 simple steps. First, the robot arm clamps 2 metal plates together to form a mold. Then hot liquid aluminum is pumped into the mold and allowed to cool. Finally, the plates are opened and a solid piece of aluminum is removed. Simple, right? Well, not quite. There's a lot more going on here than meets the eye. For starters, think about how precise this process has to be. Even the smallest imperfection in the mold will result in a flawed part. That means the robot arm has to be incredibly steady and accurate. If it's even slightly off-center, the resulting part will be unusable. This is a level of precision that has never been achieved by any casting machine before, let alone one that's capable of forming parts the size of a car. Second, the Gigapress has to be able to withstand extreme temperatures. After all, aluminum melts at around 660 degrees Celsius, which is hot enough to melt most plastics and even some metals. That means the robot arm and mold have to be made from a special heat-resistant metal, which adds to the overall complexity of the design. Third, the Gigapress has to be incredibly strong. When the plates are opened, they're doing so against the force of hundreds of thousands of pounds of pressure. That's because the liquid aluminum is under high pressure while it's cooling. And when it's released, that pressure is suddenly gone. That means the robot arm has to be incredibly strong in order to open the plates safely. Otherwise, they could come apart too quickly and cause serious damage. Despite these challenges, the Gigapress has already achieved a level of accuracy and efficiency that's never been seen before. In fact, Elon Musk claims that the Gigapress is so advanced that it could theoretically produce parts with a tolerance of plus or minus 0.1 millimeters. That's incredibly precise, and it shows just how far ahead of the curve Tesla really is. But why does this matter? Why should we care about a company making more efficient parts? It might seem like a small detail, but it has huge implications for the future of Tesla and electric cars in general. For starters, more efficient parts mean lower production costs, and lower production costs mean more affordable cars. That's why Tesla has been able to disrupt the automotive industry so effectively. Their cars are not only better, but they're also cheaper than their competitors. And the Gigapress will help them maintain that advantage in the years to come. But that's not all. More efficient parts also mean higher quality cars. When a car part is made with a tolerance of plus or minus 0.1 millimeters, it fits together perfectly. That means fewer leaks, less vibration, and a better overall driving experience. In other words, the Gigapress will help Tesla make the best cars in the world. But what about the Gigapress itself? How is that going to evolve in the years to come? Well, that's where things get really exciting. As Elon Musk explained during his presentation, the Gigapress is just the beginning. He believes that eventually all car parts will be made using similar techniques. That means no more welding, no more gluing, and no more fasteners. Everything will be one continuous piece, formed by a casting machine like the Gigapress. That might sound like science fiction, but it's actually much closer to reality than you might think. In fact, some companies are already experimenting with 3D printed car parts, and others are using robots to assemble cars at unprecedented speeds. The future of car manufacturing is automation, and the Gigapress is the perfect example of that. So what does this mean for the future of Tesla? Well, it means that they'll be able to stay ahead of the competition for years to come. No other automaker is even close to developing a casting machine as advanced as the Gigapress. And that means Tesla will be able to maintain their lead in terms of efficiency, quality, and affordability. Of course, other automakers will eventually catch up, but by that time, Tesla will be even further ahead. They'll be working on the next generation of Gigapress machines that are even more efficient and capable. That's why investing in Tesla is such a smart move. They're not just a car company, they're a technology company. And their technology is only going to get more valuable in the years to come. Now, do you think the Gigapress is a game changer for Tesla? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. We'd really appreciate it. And thanks for watching.